My name is Lynn Walters and I'm 60. I've been qualified for 35 years. I trained at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. I then did an accident and emergency course. My background as A&E nursing, accident and emergency nursing, was nearly almost every day. I would say, unfortunately, I would see somebody dying or coming in a state where they need to go to ITU. So you're talking about trauma cases. I think the scariest moment for any nurse on a ward will be when a patient deteriorates. So for me, I've had several of those moments when I've seen a patient collapse and I've been first on scene and I've had to initiate the emergency call and started resuscitation. And that's pretty scary, actually, yeah.
My name is Eileen Leslie Vaughan and I'm 72. I started working for the NHS when I was 18, but that was in dentistry. After I was left on my own, after I divorced, I decided that I would retrain and I went and did a university and course to become operating theatre practitioner nurse. And that's what I did for getting on for 20 years. I didn't do an awful lot of work on the wards, only as I was a student then. But my scariest, there have been one or two really hairy ones in theatres. One in particular was when I had to do a harvest. Well, a harvest is where somebody has died and then their organs are taken. And that can be a very scary process. And then afterwards, we've got all the preparation of how shall I put it, laying the patient to rest, washing them and dealing with them. And this particular occasion was a young woman who had 2 children and she fell off of a horse and she wasn't wearing a hat. So that it's a very stressful situation. You can't afford to get involved with patients, but if you've got any kind of humanity, you do. You just can't help it. You do have more sympathy for some people than others, because I can remember one instance that we had somebody in the theatre who had actually killed on the road by dangerous driving one of our junior doctors, and he was under the influence and he hadn't got any insurance or anything like that, but we still had to treat him with the same dignity and respect that we do anybody else.
I found that quite irritating, the clap for the NHS workers.
I think the general public on a whole do appreciate what nurses do, but they don't realise what goes on behind the scenes. That's the thing.
Nursing care or frontline care has been there for the last 50 years, since the inauguration of the NHS in the 40s. To me, the nurses are just doing what they are paid to do, but the principles are still the same. Nothing's changed. We're not superheroes.